Yep. Hello, hello, hello. If you are on here, let's make sure my volume is up. If you are on here, go ahead and let me know. Let me know that you can hear me. I'm trying to make sure I can see the chat. Okay. Let's see. All right. All right. I hope that you can hear me okay. Let me know in the chat if you can. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Trying to see how I can best see this. Let's see. All right, so we are going to go ahead and jump right into this. I know that a lot of you ladies will probably watch the replay, which is totally fine. But if you do not know me, my name is Paula. I am a wholeness coach and founder of Beautifully Made. I'm also the founder of the Whole Woman program, which is a part of what I do. And this program will actually be launching very, very soon. And so I encourage you to look in the description box and get on the waiting list, because those who are on the waiting list will have first access, first dibs to register. And with this program, what's really important to me is to make sure that women feel supported, right? So I am coaching you through this program, and you also have access to a community of women that are taking the same journey with you, right? And if you know anything about my ministry and what I do, you will know that I always say that wholeness is a journey. It is not a grand destination. You don't wake up and just say, "Oh, okay, I'm whole, everything's good, everything's fine." No, it is a journey, right? It is a journey that you're taking that has ups, it has downs, it has days where you want to quit, it has times where you feel overjoyed because you are actually, witnessing the healing that's taking place. And so, again, I just want to to encourage you to sign up, to really just get the information, right? Again, I'm all about wholeness. This is what I do, and I'm here to help you and to coach you. And of course, my life experiences and what God has brought me through is a major contributor into the program. But then also, just Holy Spirit breathing on this program and really giving the content that is really going to help you to thrive in life, love, and relationships. So I definitely encourage you to look in the description box, all right, and to copy and paste that link and see the information. Also, if you have any questions, I encourage you to send me a DM on Instagram at It's the Wholeness Coach. Send me a DM. We can talk about it. We can chat about it. I never want you to invest in something before you have all of the information, before you know that it is a right fit for you. Because here's the thing, sis, there are a lot of programs, out there, a lot of opportunities, a lot of resources for you, right? And so I don't want you to invest before knowing that, hey, this is the right fit for me. All right. So if you go to that link and you have any questions, make sure you send me a DM on Instagram and let's chat. Let's talk about it. And yeah, I look forward to making that connection with you all. So I also want to encourage, if you are new here and you've never heard me, you've never seen my channel at all on YouTube, I encourage you to, after we're done with this live, sis, to go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and watch some of my older videos. There is a wealth of information that is there. And I am just, again, so passionate about serving God's daughters. And so I would love to have you in the community. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the community over here. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. We're going to be talking all about relationships, love and relationships. Okay. Now, love and relationships, in my opinion, is like always a hot topic, right? It's always something that people want to talk about. People want information. People want to know, how do we do this better, right? Like, how do I recover from the mistakes that I've made? You know, how do I bounce back? How do I date God's way? You know, all of that wonderful stuff. And I want you to know this, because from when, you know, my story, if you don't know my story, I actually went through a divorce over 7 years ago. And I was extremely broken when I entered into that marriage. I didn't know who I was. I had no clue of my identity. The Lord kind of opened up, you know, started opening up my purpose to me at that time. That's actually when I started this YouTube channel. And from that time, which was 2013 up until now, so much has transpired in my life. So many mistakes that I have made, also disappointments that I have experienced. And now I can say, wow, okay, as an engaged woman, all right, as an engaged woman, I can sit here and say to you that, yeah, I didn't understand every step along the journey. I didn't get it. Some stuff hurt so bad that I could not understand why it was happening, right? But other times I made my own personal mistakes, and that brought on the hurt and the disappointment. And along this journey, God has really been teaching me about what it means to let him write my love story, what it means to wait for his best. And I know that, you know, the statement, let God write your love story, is something that you've probably heard time and time again. You can Google it on, I mean, you can look it up on YouTube, and you're going to get a ton of videos. I have videos about letting God write your love story. And so, you know, while there's a ton of stuff out there talking about it, it's true. It is true that when it comes to being daughters of God, when it comes to dating and marriage, the best thing that you can do is to let God do it. Now, I don't know about you, but I've heard the statement, you know, just wait on God. Just wait on God. And I'm gonna be honest, there is a level of truth to that. And what I mean by that is, you know, you definitely don't want to do things your way. You definitely don't want to force somebody to choose you that's not choosing you. You definitely don't want to just go out and pick who you think is best for you. You want to wait for God to bring confirmation to a guy that you meet, for God to really speak to you about that situation. But I also believe, this is my belief, that you also have to be preparing yourself, right? And you have to be in position, and you really need to maximize your single season. Like, a lot of times, you know, we can get so focused on, you know, and this happened when I was, you know, in my single season, that there were times along the journey where I would be so just caught up in, I wanted that companionship. I wanted God's best. I wanted to be married, but I wasn't living. I wasn't focused on me, right? And so I had to, you know, kind of reshape my mind to understand that, you know, there's some internal work that needs to be done, right? And so I need to take the time to do that work, to get healed, to start this wholeness journey, because I could have walked past, you know, God's best for me a long time ago, but I wasn't ready. And so because I wasn't ready and I didn't allow myself to focus on me, it didn't allow God to focus on developing me, then how could he bring, me and that person together? So, everything happens in the time that it is supposed to, but I just truly believe that there's a level of preparation that we need to do, right? That we need to be intentional about healing and wholeness and doing the work, right? Possibly getting into therapy, whatever the case may be, there is some work that we need to do. So, I want to give you some tips and then I will let you go. But these are some, what I would say are definitely essential tips and some advice when it comes to waiting for God's best. And the first thing is loving yourself. Loving yourself. You have to fall in love with you. You have to know who you are and your worth so that you don't settle or compromise. And I see a lot of that going on. I see a lot of settling. And the truth be told, I've settled in my journey, not now, not the person I'm marrying, but along the journey, I have settled. I have found myself settling for someone that legit, like, they were not choosing me. But I was so hopeful. I was just like, this is going to work. Here's all the reasons why, and all I have to do is wait. But it was very clear, it was very obvious. And I could have saved myself a lot of time and disappointment if I would have taken it at face value for what it was and said, you know what? They're not choosing me, right? And so again, to not settle, to not compromise, you have to fall in love with you. And here's the crazy thing: after that like there's a situation that comes to mind that I was in prior to meeting my fiance. And it's crazy because after that situation, it was like something in me clicked that said, you know what? I do need to be doing better, like, for myself, right? Like, there are some things that I need to start doing for myself. I need to start investing more into Paula, right? Not just in the internal work, but also in the external, like really working more on my style and what feels comfortable for me. Thinking about how I want to wear my hair, just whatever it was that would take me to the next level. I realized after that situation that I need to put more work into me. And I say that not because necessarily that person ignited that, but there was something in me that said, you know what? I probably settled and waited as long as I did because of something in me. And so let me put even more focus on me and really think about my own self-care, the things that make me happy. Just really embracing another level of confidence and boldness in the woman that I am, right? And trust the woman that I am because God created me, right? So I kind of had to fall in love with myself. I had to go to another level with loving me because I realized that there was something there that kept me in a situation that was very clear of what it was, right? But it was something in me that said, no, I have to stay. This has to be it, right? And so now I am very blessed to be in the relationship that I'm in and the marriage that I'm stepping into where, you know, nobody, he doesn't make me feel as if I have to dress a certain way or, whatever. Like, he loves me for me. And it makes me want to be better internally and externally. All right. So the next thing is learn yourself. Learn yourself. Get to know you. Because if you don't take time to get to know who you are, well, yeah, if you take the time to get to know you are, it it will make it easier for you to filter through the foolishness, right? To filter through the ones that are clearly not it, right? Because if you don't get to know who you are, it's going to be easier to allow someone else to define you, right? It's so much easier when you don't know who you are, because you're looking for someone to insert, to fill in the blank line of this is who you are, right? So you have to learn yourself. My fiance and I were just talking about this yesterday, and I was asking him about like his regrets, and it made me think about my regrets in life. Now, hear me when I say this. I believe what Romans 8:28 says in the Word of God, that all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose, right? So I know that God does not make any mistakes, but there are things that if I could go back, right, and do a little bit differently, I would. And one of those things is living life more, right? Living life more. And when I think about my 20s, and I think about even just crossing into my 30s, I'm like, man, I don't really feel like I've lived life. Like, I feel like I'm just now in these recent years getting to know myself more. And it's a beautiful experience. But I'm like, man, I wish I would have started that much sooner. But again, all things work together. The third thing I want to tell you is to live for yourself. I don't mean this in a selfish way. I don't mean, never just selfish gain, or trying to make your name great. I don't mean that. What I mean is making the choice to choose you. How can you effectively serve and support others when you don't do a good job serving and supporting your needs? You have to learn how to make yourself a priority. We don't do that enough. I say this all the time, that God has given us as women this amazing ability to multitask, to be wives, mothers, business owners, ministry leaders, like all this stuff at the same time. I think it's a beautiful ability that he has given us. But we push ourselves to the back burner, and I don't think that that's how God designed for it to be. Right? So we have to learn how to make ourselves a priority. Right? We have to learn how to say, you know what? I need to say no to that because I need to get rest. Like, when's the last time that you got rest? When's the last time that you said, I'm not doing anything today other than, getting myself up or whatever, put some clothes on, but I'm chilling for today. I'm not obligating myself to anything. I'm going to relax. When's the last time you did that? And I want you to answer that question to yourself. When's the last time that you just say, you know what, I'm going to chill and I'm going to get rest and I'm going to relax, right? So falling in love with yourself, learning yourself, live for yourself. And then last thing is wholeness. Wholeness is the top piece of advice that I can give you when it comes to letting God write your love story, when it comes to waiting for God's best. This is the ultimate key. Why? Because when you're not whole, the way you view yourself is through the lens of your past instead of purpose. It's so crucial. And wholeness helps you not to settle. Wholeness is what keeps you from just settling, right? And again, wholeness is not a grand destination. Healing is about time. Wholeness is about perspective. Wholeness is how you see yourself, how you view your life, how you view your future, how you view your past and your present. All of that is wrapped up in it. And wholeness is only found in God. True wholeness is only found in the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay? So I just wanted to give you these tips. I kept you longer than I wanted to. But thank you so much for those that are watching the live, those that will watch the replay. Again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe, sis. We would love to have you over here. But just running through these tips again: love yourself, learn yourself, live for yourself, and find wholeness in God. All right. Let me see if I have anything in the chat, any Q&As. I don't think anything has come up. I may have to turn my phone, y'all. Let me just turn my phone real quick. Okay. Uh-oh, it's telling me to turn it back. So let's do that. All right. So I cannot see the chat. And yeah, I want to be able to see the chat, but maybe there's nothing in it, and that is cool. All right, ladies. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.